American Silver was first yesterday. First class. Thousandaire. Guess who's back? Besides you, it's your favorite upper poor, Stoinkalacker. You see what I did there? I mixed coin collector and stacker. It doesn't really sound cool, but I think it will in time. Stoinkalacker. Stoinkalacking that silver and stoinkalacking that gold. A stoinkalacker is a stacker that demands a bit more flavor, a little more seasoning, but doesn't quite go fully numismatic. Okay, I may have made my coffee strong this morning. Should it be this fun? What's that? You know, stoinkalacking. It's Independence Day Eve 2025. I honestly think Independence Day is my favorite holiday right now. And I don't mean just now, I mean over the past few years. All right, let's look at some junk in this trunk and chit-chat a bit. Before the face-melting fun starts, if you would, please, please, please hit that like button, generous guy. I know you're generous, it's just so easy to forget if I don't remind you. Engage with this video any way you can to support the channel. It's guilt-free. That's right, this East Pennsylvania Stoinkalacking broadcast shall never be sponsored by a bullion dealer or mining company. Don't get me wrong, I like what they do. They just do not belong here. So why am I coining an annoying word that's probably going to be cool one day? This morning, I will tell you. Of course I will tell you. I feel great. I got good sleep. All right. Living a Good Life wrote yesterday. Hello, friendo. Your definition of a stacker got me thinking. Did you know you are really a coin collector? Not that there's anything wrong with that. Think about it for a minute. I've been a numismatic guy since my first paper route in 1968 and have quite an assortment, as well as some bars and rounds. I don't intend on selling off anything, but you never know. Just my 2 cents. Parentheses, LOL, pun. Living a good life, I appreciate your comment. I'll agree, I do go beyond a high premium sometimes. Believe it or not, I didn't pay a high premium for this. Someone did at some time. But I got this at an NSLCS, not so local coin shop. In there, just a bit over generic bin. You know, with like the maples and all of that other really shiny 4/9s European stuff that milk spots heavily one day. And don't get me wrong, I don't believe you could find a more beautiful coin than those. Like the Perths and the Britannias. But man, they sure do break out with some sores on them. That's why I don't mess with them. But if it's their gold, well, that's gonna stay good. But I'm already preoccupied with these. Yes, they're coins. But the price I have paid for them and will pay for them in the future is comparable to gold bars. These are all 1947s. After they struck the 1947, they kept restriking it. And these Morgans, I paid very little over spot, if at all. But sometimes I do buy a nice one. I do have a 1921 peace dollar, and I do have a Carson City Morgan. And I will pay 100% premium now and then for that beautiful over 100-year natural luster when shopping for a Morgan dollar or a peace dollar. I spent quite a bit over spot for these poured skull and bones rounds. At least the 2 from MK Bars. The ones with the obvious synthetically induced toning, I got a good deal on. Basically spot. This treasure here is reminding me I need to plank today. It sounds easy just holding one position on the floor, but it can hurt. I like this kind of stuff. It's kind of the outer rim of my deep stack. It's my semi-deep stack. I guess I would consider myself a coin collector, but is that my main thing? Well, if my gold is counted into the equation, absolutely not. Living a good life. I know you've fancied yourself a numismatist. What?
Numismatist.
Numismatist. Gotta practice this.
Numismatist.
Numismatist. There we go. I know you've fancied yourself a numismatist since 1968. Wow, I said it pretty good. But you did say yourself you have some bars and rounds. So would I be out of line to say that maybe you are, in fact, a stoinkalacker? I can just feel it becoming normalized. I like the pour lines on the back of this. Looks like a thumbprint. So, how are you spending your Independence Day, friendo? Let me know in the comments below. I will be heading to a friendo's cookout with a big Bluetooth speaker and 10 pre-cooked half racks of baby backs. I throw them on the grill, sauce them a little bit, they're good to go. How much did I pay for them? $1.99 a pound. They've been inside my kitchen table for a few months now. What's my kitchen table? A chest freezer with a stool next to it, of course. Full of meat. If I'm shopping and I see a sale on meat, I fill the cart. Right now, it's full of ground beef I got for $2.49 a pound. And it wasn't old when I bought it. I bought it on Memorial Day. The groceries have sales on the holidays. In fact, I can probably get something really good now on the 4th or after the 4th, just after it. These savings not only save me more than I could make if I bought an ounce of silver or so that day instead, but it's also batching, which saves me time from shopping. Not that I mind walking around a store now and then, but I got plenty of things to do. I'm not going to be drinking any of the beers at the party. So, next to the grill, sunglasses on, speaker in my ear, and anyone tries to accuse me of being antisocial gets shot down by all the people enjoying those awesome ribs. I look forward to elevating my friend's party. He's not quite the pit master he needs to be yet. And like I said, I really like the 4th of July. The 4 de Julio. It really makes me proud to be Soy los Estados Unidos. But that's not all I celebrate. Every 4th of July, I think about how much independence have I earned for myself. We never get 100% independence, I don't think. But I'll be darned if I don't strive for as much as I can get. I'm going to trade this 3-ounce Monarch silver bar for some Mercs. I'll take a bit of a haircut, but I don't mind putting a little cash in the tip cup at the LCS. I say local coin shop after because I go to another LCS too. Local comic shop. That's not why I say it after. I just felt like saying local comic shop, though. I'm thinking about going. Yeah, I got some time off. I'll probably go out there today. All right. So what's some independence I might be thinking about this 4th of July in particular? Well, of course, it will always start with me considering my asset value. I'm very grateful for that. If I had to, I have enough wealth to stay home for a few years. I wouldn't be worth much after that if I needed to do it. Oh, during this time off from work, I'm going to perfect my Bitcoin cold storing. If you're ever interested, let me know and I'll share the tech on a video one day. I'm going to make it very easy and very effective. It may sound crazy, but I think it's probably the most secure way to store wealth. Minus the volatility of the asset, of course, but that's actually been a plus ever since it's existed. Anyhow, I won't just be celebrating my asset value as part of my independence, but I'll also be celebrating different incomes. I've been building a graded comic book eBay store. I've made quite a few sales and profited over 60% on each sale. And it was much easier than I thought it would be. I think there's much potential to scale. You know, post more, sell more. Make more, buy more, post more, sell more. Ooh, I really like these. Also part of my outer deep stack. If I should go out and see these at the coin shop for a reasonable price, in significant amounts, well, I just may get a little overzealous and mortgage Boardwalk and Park Place to rustle up some cash. Anyhow, so I don't think that the eBay is going to give me independence. But YouTube might. I'm making a little cash from this now. The growth is certainly noteworthy. What do I dream of? Nice cars, swimming pools, or something? No. I'll tell you what luxuries I want. And it has a lot to do with independence. A luxury that I would like to have is freedom of association. I would like to be around and talk to the people I want to be around and talk to. There aren't many possessions I would value over that, if any at all. Another luxury I would like, which is also related to independence, I'd like to be able to prepare all of my own food, which I pretty much do now. I could certainly get more elaborate with it. But I would also like to eat it slowly without being interrupted. What's another luxury independence I would like? Oh, the security edge on this coin says Independencia y Libertad. Independence and liberty. I challenge you in the comments below to list a coin with a more important message. I like independence and liberty way more than e pluribus unum. And don't mistake that for a lack of patriotism. Anyhow, the third independence luxury I'm thinking about this year and would like to strive for in the future is the ability to work from anywhere. I don't want to be chained to a geographical region. The jinn wants to be freed from the lamp. And I don't really seek to travel the world. I really just want to travel the States. Stay with family, stay with friends, or at least stay near them for a while and work for a while and then move on. You know, take a long drive and watch pizza shops turn into Waffle Houses. All right, anyone that likes these, I don't want to let you down, but I think I'm going to let these go for some Mercs. If they were pristine, I'd probably hold on to them a little longer. It's like the Eagles. I just don't like the Type 2 design as much as I like the Type 1 design. It's not symmetrical, and frankly, the gal needs a little more meat on her bones. And she looks like she's fainting. She's probably hungry. Her sugar's low. Anyhow, the talk that we had about independence, has it got you thinking? Maybe even pondering? I'll ask you to write down two things, maybe. Put in the comments below, what type of independence luxuries would you like? And what are some dependencies right now that you don't like that may be restricting you or holding you back? And what kind of dad are you going to put on that grill? You know, I may have to go out and get one of those tomahawk ribeyes for myself. You pretty much need a grill to cook those. Or do you? You know, I think I could actually do better in the oven with that. I'll also encourage you to read the comments below. We've got some great people in this community. I'm just the guy who knows how to make the video. The tip of the iceberg. Put your readers on if you need to and get down there. Somebody might be having independence issues that you can help them with. I'll also ask you again to please hit the like on the video if you have already not. If you're new here and you enjoyed the show, maybe subscribe and stick around. I'm sure the Thousandaires would love to have you. Maybe even comment new guy. Somebody might greet you. You may have noticed the thumbnail where I said, is this an option? This is an 8 reales. And by is this an option, I meant, could these be acceptable as an old silver dollar weekly purchase? Assuming I have the money, of course. I'm sorry, filthy fiat promissory note petrodollars. I am worried about fakes. If you're knowledgeable on this subject at all, let me know. I can see living the good life right now. Aha! Coin collector. I like these, and I like the Spanish reals, of course. So, you know, periodically, if I have a few extra bucks, I may spice up the weekly silver dollar purchase here and there. I think I found some capsules that'll fit these nicely, too. Don't think I'll get any grief over putting some plastic on these in the comments below. I don't know. What I think is a stack of these in abundance would look amazing. All right, I will be opening packages pretty soon and recording it. So if you've been waiting for me to do that, I'm sorry for the delay. But not today. That is it. That is it! You thought I wasn't going to say it. Thousandaire Radio, wicked shout. Join the pen pals. You can now write me at The Thousandaire Collector, 1700 Sullivan Trail, Suite 7, Box 111, Easton, Pennsylvania, 18040. Don't forget to include your info so I can put you on my mailing list. See you tomorrow.